She's got a breakaway. She's all alone. She's going. She's going. Oh no, wrong goal, kiddo. It's chaos out there. Their stomachs don't have to be. Introducing Culturelle Kids Probiotics Plus Electrolytes. Sugar-free, more hydrating than water alone from the #1 pediatrician recommended brand. Youth soccer is never boring, but your kid's stomach should be. Culturelle Probiotics, the science of a boring gut. See website for details.
Most people don't realize how much their personal information is being bought and sold every day. Data brokers are making billions, pulling details about you from public records and the internet, and then packaging and selling it, usually without your consent. That's how your information lands in the hands of scammers, spammers, even stalkers. It's why you get endless robocalls and why ads seem to follow you everywhere. That's where Aura comes in. Aura actively removes your data from broker sites and keeps it off. They also instantly alert you if your information shows up in a breach or on the dark web. But Aura goes beyond data protection. With one app, you get a VPN, antivirus, password manager, spam call protection, dark web monitoring, and even up to $5 million in identity theft insurance, all backed by 24/7 US-based fraud support. Other companies might sell just credit monitoring or just a VPN. Aura gives you all of it, together, at the same price competitors charge for just one service. Start your free trial today at aura.com/remove. Protect yourself now at aura.com/remove.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the Bomb Life Podcast. I'm Melissa Vogel, your host. Welcome to part 2. This was totally unexpected of how we were going to do this in basically a 3-part series of me talking about my previous experience on our Unfiltered episodes with my co-host Jen. And we intended to record an episode and yay, telling the story, there'll be tears, it's finally out there. I'm finally having a way to share my experience and be able to help others. And you guys, it opened a whole can of worms. I wasn't expecting it to take this long and be this, I guess, draining on me too. So we're cutting it up, and that's why there's 3 parts, because it was long. Today's episode, we're diving into what happened once I finally was like, I'm done. I need a break. This relationship has to be paused or something. You need to get help. So make sure you go back and listen to the first episode, because that will fill you in on everything before you jump into this one. I have to give the trigger warnings, because in this episode, and I gave the warning in part 1, but this part 2 really is where the warning comes into play, because we are talking about domestic violence and physical abuse. There are a lot of tears in this episode. It was very hard to tell this story, and we have to do a 3rd part because there are so many questions that are coming in that we want to be able to answer. Also, there were a lot of parts of the story that I missed and I didn't fill in. And I'm like, holy shit, that's kind of an important part of the story. And we didn't even touch on that. So it was just so emotional and hard to get it all out, to just say it. There were a lot of missing pieces in there. When Jen and I ended this recording, we literally were on the phone for 2 hours after. I think we both just needed to kind of decompress. It's triggering. Jen has her own stories, and I know it was triggering things inside of her. She was there for me that day. You guys will hear in this episode how Jen played a role in all of that. She didn't know where her friend was. She didn't know what was going on. And the next thing that she saw on her phone was a phone call from the county jail. Yeah, that's in this episode today. So here I am again, recording another intro that was not expected. And again, I'm just going to reiterate, the reason why I'm sharing this is because I want this story and what happened to me to help other people. I think hiding and not sharing, it doesn't help me. It doesn't help anyone learn or grow. And it just becomes a shitty thing that happened. And I don't want that. I want people to learn and be educated and know that you can get out, and that I want you to learn from my mistakes that we talk about in this episode, things that I didn't say that I should have said. Had I heard a podcast episode like this, before that happened, I guarantee something would have pulled from the back of my head to the front of my head and been like, don't say that. This is what you need to say. This is how you need to protect you. So you guys you're gonna get an earful today. So I wanted to come on and explain too, why is there 3 parts and why is this so long? And there's another part too. So make sure you're listening for part 3. It's gonna bring everything together too. It really is. It's gonna bring everything together. Um, this has been hard. I didn't think it would be hard. Um, sharing this, but it is. And I appreciate all your support. I appreciate all of the questions. Bring them on. I don't want to hide from anything anymore. And again, I want to empower others to tell their story and to not stay quiet, to just keep helping other people. So with that being said, let's go into part 2. Again, trigger warning. We're talking about arrest, jail, domestic violence, all of it. Yeah, this is my crazy story. All right, everyone. Enjoy the show.
You didn't give shit about anything other than getting the fucking title signed, right? And do you also remember that he just like kept making those excuses. He was saying he was going to do it for you, but he wasn't actually like following through with the
Right.
plans that you were making. It kept becoming these things. Because I remember you kept texting me
Right.
and you're like, "Okay, I'm going to meet him," and then you're like, "Now he's not coming. What the fuck?"
Yep.
And then
And it,
you were
yeah.
like, "Yeah." Then
I'll fucking bring it to you. You think I'm not going to do this? You think I want to
Yep.
keep your, I just need peace. I kept telling him that. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I just need peace. And I just need space and peace. And then I had to teach at night. And I'm like, right when I'm done, I will get in the truck. I will drive it down to you. I will have someone follow me. I will fucking Uber back. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I will bring it to you at this time. Okay. Okay. So we had a
Yeah.
plan in place. And one of the kids was going to follow me. I set it up so this person would follow me.
And you called me on your way down there.
And I set it
We
all
were
up. I
talking.
had everything in the car, everything in the truck. And
I knew where you were going.
I was talking to Jen beforehand, and I'm like, okay, this is my plan, and this is what I'm going to do. And it's going to be weird seeing him. I haven't seen him since the trip. And um, everything was fine. And we were texting back and forth too. I was like, hey, I'm 15 minutes away. Okay, cool. I got to run so-and-so here,
Yeah.
and then I'll be back. Awesome.
Yep.
Like
He
there
was being
no,
really calm. Yeah,
very
he was being
calm.
really calm. Yeah. So
like-
at that point, it was kind of like, okay, maybe this is going to go
Yeah.
and go okay. I'm going to
Yeah.
go there. Daughter's going to pick me up. I'm going to leave the truck. I'm going to get the title signed. I'm going to leave.
Yep.
Right. That was the plan. And
Yep.
then Jen, I'll call you when I'm on my way.
Yeah. And that was the last
Yep.
thing I had said to you. And I was like, I'll call you when I'm on my way back.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this was the evening. I parked the truck and my daughter called me or texted me and she's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm like, well, you're not going in there. This is gonna be fast. I was like, go to a McDonald's or something.
It was like 8, 9 o'clock, right?
It was.
Like,
It was evening. It was dark.
Like 9. Yeah. Because I remember it was like late here.
Yeah. And I was like, you and the boyfriend go to McDonald's, go to the bathroom, and then by then I'll be done. And I had walked up to the house and I had to walk like just a little ways because there was no parking spots. And I walked up to the house and I'm like ringing the doorbell and and he wasn't there. So I just like left the stuff and it was kind of important stuff. And I'm like, I want to leave it. And I walked back to the truck and I was like, hey, I'm here. I just left the stuff on the porch, but now I'm not sure if I should have done that. I think I'm going to move the truck closer and then I'll come back up. And he was like, okay, and then he said, I'm here. So I go and I walk up, my kid's still gone. And I walk up to the door and he flings it open and he's like, don't you dare fucking step in my house and on my property. And I was like, deer in the headlights. And I'm just standing there and I had a hat on. I had just got done working out. So I had on like this little like sweatshirt and shorts and a hat and my purse was across my body. That's important. And I was just standing there looking at him and he's like screaming at me. And I'm like, why are you yelling at me? And I had the title in my hand for him to sign. I had both titles. I had the car title in one hand and the truck title in the other hand. And I was like, look, I don't want any trouble. I just need you to sign this. That's why I'm here. You know I'm coming to bring you your stuff and to sign it. I'm like, I just don't want any trouble. I started crying. I'm like, I don't know why you're yelling at me right now. And he like opened the door and kind of calmed down. And I like took a step forward. And I went in the house and he closed the door behind me and he started going to all the windows and like started closing the blinds. And I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Like, I remember standing there and I'm like, why is he closing all the windows and the blinds?
And what are you yeah, so that's what you're thinking at this time, just like, "What
Like,
the fuck is going on?" But
well,
nothing's registering to you, like,
not yet. I was just like, okay, he's mad. I just need to calm him down again and get him to sign this.
"I just want this title signed," yeah.
I just sign this so I can go. Like I
And
paid you
you were
for this truck
recording
or
on
this
your
car.
phone.
Not at that point.
You hadn't turned it on yet.
I hadn't turned it on yet because nothing had really, we were just fighting. And I was like, look, you know, that's my car. I gave you this amount of money for it. I just need you to sign it. And he
Yeah,
comes up close to me and he grabs the title out of my hand and puts it in the air. And this guy's like 6'3". He's like
yeah.
double my size. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm
he
like,
played stupid.
what do you mean? What are you doing right now? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. That's your car. That truck is your car. I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing right now? And everything just flipped. And I'm like,
Yeah,
oh my God, he's not going to sign it. My God, what the fuck did I do? I'm going to lose my car. And I was just like, please don't do this. Please don't do this. And he almost starts like kind of laughing and he
yeah.
turns and he goes down the hallway into the bedroom. And so I followed him and I went into the bedroom and he's got it way over his head up in the air. And I'm like, please. So I start touching his chest and I'm just like, you know, kind of reaching up for it, never doing anything else, just reaching for the title, like kind of
Yeah.
jumping like a child. I'm like, don't do this. I need that car. It's my livelihood. Please don't.
Paid for it.
I must have like
Mhm.
set my purse, not my purse, but my phone. I think I had his bag of like fucking protein powder or whatever shit too in my hand. I like set it on the bed and I stand up and I'm like, please, I'm like, just let me have this. And I reached up for it and he's like, this is mine. And that's when he said something like, this is mine, or like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And he pushed me hard, like in
Yeah,
the chest. And I flew back and hit his dresser, and I hit
yeah.
so hard, my feet slipped out from underneath me. So it wasn't just like a move push. It was like
Like, he almost threw you.
it was a force, and it was so
Yeah,
hard, my feet slipped out from under me, and I hit the ground, and then I started crying because then I was in pain. I was like, "Oh God," like my butt cheek. Like I was just like, "What the fuck just
mhm.
happened?" Like I'm hurt right now. I'm hurt. And I'm
Yeah,
crying and I'm like, what did you just do? I'm like, what's wrong with you? What's and I just kept saying that, like, what's wrong with you? Like, what's going on right now? And I stood up and I'm like, just give it to me, please. Just give it back and I'll just leave. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I went for it and he like kind of turned and we fell on the bed. And I like was kind of crawling up trying to get it. And he gets up and he goes to lock himself in the bathroom. And I'm just like, "What are you doing? Please stop." And then I'm like reaching for my butt because now it's like kicking in the pain. And I'm like, "Where's my
yeah.
phone? Where the fuck is my phone?" I know he took my phone
Mhm.
and my watch was dead, so I couldn't like ding it. I'm like, "Motherfucker." I'm like, "Just give me my phone. Where the fuck is my phone?" And I'm like panicking. I go back out to the kitchen. I come back in. In the meantime, he came out of the bathroom. He goes down the other hall and he's like, you need to go. Oh no, you know what? You do have stuff here. Cause he's like, you have no business here. Leave my house. Leave my house. And I'm like, give me my title back. And we go down the hall and he must have put my stuff in bags in the garage and he opens it and I'm behind him. He turns and he shoves me down the hall again and I hit the door. And I'm
Mm.
like, at that moment, I was like, my God, what the fuck? He just threw me. I hit it. Meantime, my daughter got back. And my
Mhm.
daughter's outside the door and she heard it. And there's a
Yeah.
window to the right. And so she's like banging on the door. They're trying to get in. They're like, what the fuck is going on? What was that noise?
Mhm.
And I get up and I run over to the door and I open it and I'm like, he's not signing it. He's taking my car. He's not signing it. And she's like, what the fuck? And he comes up behind me and slams the door shut. And he's like, get off my property. And he's like, you need to leave. And he turned, I don't know. And there, at some point, I was like, I'm calling the cops. I think
Yeah.
it was when I got up and was going to the door, I had called 911. I was like, you're scaring me. You're really scaring me. And I'm like, I'm calling the cops. And he's like,
Yeah.
go for it. I'm calling security. So he calls his condo security.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm on the phone with the cops. And I told her, I was like, I'm here. I need him to sign a title. I'm getting really scared. He's pushed me twice. I need to get out, but he just shut the door. And she's like, ma'am, just go somewhere else. So I went up into the kitchen, away from him. He was still in the back of the house. And I am sure people are thinking, going, why didn't you just fucking leave?
Yeah.
It's just a car. It's just a title. And in that moment, I was like, oh my God, he's going to take my car. I don't have a car.
Yeah.
That I need my car to get my kids to school fucking tomorrow. Like, and my brain was just like, what the fuck is happening? It wasn't thinking like, just leave. You'll figure this out tomorrow.
No, this is not a person who's having sane thoughts
No,
or
that would have been a very
no,
calm, emotional, rational decision to make.
no. Again, it's so easy to look back or to judge from the outside looking in. But if you've never been in that moment, the chaos
No.
that's ensuing, that's taking place,
Yeah. Hindsight 2020
the
should have just
adrenaline
left. The
that's
adrenaline.
going on in your brain, you can't think straight.
And I'm just like, he tricked me.
He
Fucking
absolutely, he lured
tricked
you
me.
there.
He lured me there.
Mm-hmm.
And I go into the kitchen. I'm still on the phone with 911. And I backed myself into a corner and she's like, ma'am, just stay there for a minute. I'm calling them right now. They're on their way. Are you hurt? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. He pushed me in the bedroom. I'm like, I don't fucking know. He comes in the kitchen and he sees I'm on the phone with 911 and he grabbed my arm so hard. He dislocated my elbow. And then again, I fell. I don't know if I fell back or forward. And when I fell, I landed on my elbow. I think I popped it back in then, but then everything just happened so fast.
Yeah.
And he grabbed my ankle, and I was like literally just like this ragdoll being
Ragdoll.
ripped around the kitchen floor. I remember flipping onto my stomach. And at that point, I think there were stools on the ground, and the stool got caught in my
Yeah.
arms. Now they're hitting me on the face. And I just remember like thinking like, I could fucking die right now. Like, what the fuck is happening? And so he's
Yeah.
pulling on me. I'm trying to flip my body. My daughter's screaming outside. What the fuck is going on? Security gets there. And the boyfriend had opened the door. He didn't lock it. And he's like, shut the fucking door. Get out of my house. And if he let go of me, then he couldn't close the door. And so the door stayed open. And the security guard, my daughter's trying to get in. The boyfriend's holding him back. She's seeing this. She goes to the window and sees him and she's videoing. We have a video of her like grabbing her phone real quick, trying to get in. She's like, that's my mom. It's just pure chaos. And she's like, that's my
Yeah.
mom. And she's
Yeah,
like, let
talking
me
to the
in.
security. Yeah,
Let
because
me
the
in.
blinds were open just enough to see through, but we
He didn't
could
get over to
see
the kitchen
him.
blinds. They were open.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
we could see him.
she videoed and she got
Yeah,
him grabbing me at one of the points and like flipping
flipping
me
you.
and getting on top of me.
Yeah. Literally, basically just
And he's
beating
huge.
you.
He's
Yeah.
huge. And
Yeah.
I'm, and so
Yeah,
my
you guys,
daughter's
I've
back and forth.
seen this video. It's brutal. This is words cannot describe what, like, you can't story tell this and imagine what he did to her. Like, what he did to her was fucking awful. It looked like one of those dummies, that just got flipped around.
I just
It
looked so small. Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah.
I just kept trying to think of like how to protect myself. Like I was thinking of how, but not. And at one point he had my leg all the way up above his head. So a six
Yeah.
three man with my ankle above his head. I was completely inverted.
Yeah.
Averted, inverted, I don't know. And
Inverted, yeah.
yeah, and I remember thinking, don't let him pick you up. Stay on the ground.
Down.
Do not get on him. Do not let him pick you up. Because I'm like, what's he going to do? Pick me up and slam me? Is he going to pick me up and throw me outside?
Mhm.
Is he going to take me to the bedroom? I don't know this person anymore. He has gone, like his eyes, there was no soul.
No, they go black.
He went black.
Yeah.
I didn't know who was in front of me anymore, and I was terrified. And and this is the hard part because I do have a lot of training.
Mhm.
I could have swiped him. I could have flipped him and I could have gotten him down. I know how to do that. And there was still parts of me that was like, I couldn't because it was him. I don't fucking know. It's so weird
I
thinking
mean,
about
you
it
weren't
again.
even, like, slapping him, hitting him,
No,
anything. Yeah.
nothing, not
Yeah.
once.
Yeah.
And I got myself back down. I know when he got me over his head, I somehow like wiggled out, flipped, and he came down on me. And then I kind of like turned to the side and it's very like jujitsu. I like kind of shrimped over to the side and kind of go into a ball. And he grabbed my sweatshirt from the back and pulled it over my head. And so it was literally choking me. I was like choking myself. And mind you, my purse is on me. I had a
Yeah.
crossbody purse. And I'm like, this is fucking it. This is how I die. I die by choking up a sweatshirt and my purse on the floor from my
Yeah.
boyfriend, and my daughter's going to watch. And meantime, on the outside, the security guard is fucking watching and holding them back and telling him, you can't go in. If you go in, you will be arrested. The cops are on their way. Mind you, the girl is still on
Wow.
911. She's
Yeah.
hearing all of this. And I
All
don't
of
know where my
that.
fucking phone is by now. And I think he's screaming at me to leave. You need to just fucking leave.
It's like
And
he's not letting you leave.
it
It's
wasn't.
like he was saying things to put on a show to make it look like you
Yes.
were there
Yes.
and you weren't supposed to be there.
Exactly.
And he was the victim again, and you were some crazy psycho bitch that was in his house and wouldn't get out.
Exactly. And that's
Yeah.
literally what he told security too. And
Yeah.
and the boyfriend, we have video and he's like, "You mean I can't go in there?" He's like, "Look at her. Look what he's doing right now." Like, cuz it's just madness. I'm fighting for my life in front of my child and her boyfriend in front of
Yeah.
security, and that fucking security guard let him beat the shit out of me because he said we get
Unbelievable.
arrested if we go on private property. And they're like, "You're just
What
going
are
to
you
let him do
here
that."
for then? Like,
Exactly. Exactly. And
and what kind of man just watches that happen anyways? Rules or not rules?
just
Like,
grab
who
him
does
off
that?
me. At
Yeah.
the point of them seeing me being dragged across the floor with my sweatshirt over my head, and I'm just, like, grabbing by my neck, so I'm like, "Don't get locked
Yeah.
in this. Get breathing space." I remember thinking that, and I was like,
Yeah.
get out," because in jujitsu, we practice being choked by your own gi and, like, getting out, and I was like, "Get fucking out," and I got out. I
Thank
don't know
God.
how.
Like, thank God, though, that you had that kick
Right?
in, that instinct, that training.
I just knew to make space there in my throat, and
Yeah.
we were so gassed. I was sweating, I was crying, I was screaming, "Stop! Stop! You're hurting me! Let go! Let go!" Like, the video of me just begging for my life I don't even
Yeah.
recognize my own voice. I
No.
don't know who that was screaming for help, and I got out, so now my sweatshirt and purse is somewhere. I'm
Yeah,
crawling to
because
the door.
it slipped off, right?
Yeah,
Like, that's you wiggled out
I
and you
got
slipped
out,
off, so now you're just in sports bra and the
and
shorts.
my shorts.
Yeah.
And I crawl to the door and I get myself through the door and I'm sitting like in between the door jam. So one leg is out and one leg is in. He starts taking the door, just slamming it on my body. And at that point, my daughter and her boyfriend were there, and he put his like foot in the way and he was stopping it. So it wasn't hitting me anymore. And I was trying to reach back in the house for my purse. And I'm like, where the fuck is my phone? And I'm trying to get out.
Your watch came off?
I didn't have my watch,
Yeah,
and
everything.
that the boyfriend is screaming now too, and he's like, "The fuck are you doing?" He's like, starts screaming at my daughter. And then the boyfriend's like, "You don't fucking talk to her that way." And he's like, "What are you gonna do, big man?" I'm like, "What are you gonna do? Take on these 18-year-old kids?" Like,
Yeah.
and I'm just sitting here in the doorway, like, where the
Such a
fuck are the cops? Where the fuck are the
yeah.
cops?
Such a fucking piece of shit.
And meanwhile, the security's just standing there, just fucking standing there.
Unbelievable. That's just unbelievable to
And
me. I mean, it's insane. Like, the whole situation is just fucking insane.
well, it gets worse, as you know.
I know. I know. I
Um,
know.
we if the cops had come at that moment, they probably would have come up and around the corner with guns drawn.
Yeah.
That's how intense it was, and, like, what he was doing to me with the door.
Yeah, this is, you know, a life threat. Like, this was, you know, beyond assault at this point. This man was beating you to fucking whatever. He doesn't even, he didn't care,
No,
you know? Like,
he did not care about hurting me or anyone else at that
was he
point.
saying shit to you? Do you remember, like, in those moments, like, directly to you, or was he just fucking shut off?
I just remember a lot of, like, get out, you fucking bitch, this isn't
Because
your house, get off my property."
just
um,
playing the fucking part for security and
yes,
911, but it's like,
"Nothing here is
you weren't
yours."
doing anything to him. I remember you telling me at some point he was saying something to you along the lines of, you didn't care about him. You only cared about the fucking car.
Yeah.
Like, I remember that
Yeah,
too.
yeah, I forgot
Like,
about that. He's like, "You don't care
yeah.
about anything, you just care about that," and
Yeah, he just, like, lost it, like,
yeah.
after that. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, and it's just like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah,
And then my phone, I think, was thrown, it was somewhere by the door, and the
yeah,
next thing I hear is, "Ma'am, ma'am, are you okay?" And I grab my phone, I'm in the door jam, so we're in this deadlock in a way. They're
yeah,
holding the door open with their foot in the way, and he's pushing and trying to get me out. And I grab my phone. I'm like, I'm here." And she's like, "They're almost there." And I'm starting to get out the door. And then the cops walked up. And she's like, "Are you okay? Are you there?" I'm like, "I'm here." And she's like, "Are you hurt?" And I just kept saying, like, "I don't know. I
yeah.
don't know." At that point, I think I went into shock.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
And I
Yeah.
think trauma brain just was there that moment. There were 4 cops.
Well, you shut down. You shut down.
I crawled out in my bra and shorts, and they're
Yeah,
like, "Come over here." One takes me over, one takes the kids over, one goes in with him, and I just remember standing there, and I just held my arm, and I'm, like, shaking, and it's not
yeah.
cold, and I'm just, like, shaking,
No, it's
and
your
he's like,
nerves.
"Are you okay? Are you hurt? Do you need an ambulance?" And I'm, like, shaking. I'm like, "No, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine." And my daughter told me later, she's like, "You just kept saying the same thing. You just kept
Yeah,
saying, 'I'm okay. I'm fine.'" And I was holding my arm, and I was like, "I don't know what's wrong with my wrist. I think something's wrong with my wrist." And it wasn't my wrist
it
was
was.
bruised.
Yeah,
I think it was my elbow, but I couldn't register that. They pulled the kids over, asked them why they were there, what their names were, didn't ask them what happened. My daughter had video on the phone, no one ever to ask. He was asked I hardly remember him asking me, he's like, "What happened? Why are you here?" And I told him, we're breaking up. I needed him to sign this title. I told him that. I said, he lured me in. He grabbed the title from me. I tried to get it. And then that's when everything happened. And he's like, "Are you hurt? Do you need an ambulance though?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm totally fine.
mhm.
I'm fine. I'm okay." And I'm just shaking. And I think at some point someone brought me no, that's a lie. That's a fucking lie. And I'll tell you why that's a lie later. I was like, "Someone brought me my clothes." Nope, that's a lie. Um, and I'm just sitting
Yeah,
there.
because at this point, you're in your brain, you're just, like, in shock.
Yeah.
You're you
What the
just want
fuck
the
just happened?
situation to be over. Yeah. You just want it to fucking end, and little do you know, because it still hasn't registered what a fucking monster this person is, that this person completely set you up. that this person is inside his home talking to a police officer, painting himself as the victim. You didn't know you needed to
No
be
clue.
on defense
No
at this
clue.
point. Right.
Zero.
Because they will do that. These fucking narcissists will absolutely play the victim and lie and manipulate, and they could have the smallest scratch on them and you hit him or you did
Right.
this, or they will lie through their fucking teeth to get what they fucking want.
I just, at that point, I wanted to go home. I just was done. I didn't even care anymore. I'm like, I'm just done. I just want it to be over.
Yeah.
The other cop was with the security guard. That's where the other one was. I couldn't remember. I'm like, there was 4 and they were
Yeah.
each with. The next thing I know, Jen, they walk out, they come up to me, come behind me and put me
Yeah.
in fucking handcuffs and arrested me.
Yeah.
So I
And they
got
arrested
arrested.
you for the assault.
Felony domestic violence.
Yeah. Did they get you
Felony.
for trespassing?
No,
It seemed like there was something else. Okay.
no.
Yeah,
Felony
felony. Unbelievable.
domestic violence. And
Unfucking
at that
believable.
point, he's trying to take my arm behind me. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't move my arm like that. And I'm like, what is happening? What are you doing? And he's like, you're under arrest. And I'm like, for fucking what? I
And what is
just
your
told
daughter
you.
doing?
Standing there crying, going like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
And they kept him in the house. He didn't come out. And I said, for what? And they said, he said that you attacked him. And I'm
Oh
like,
my
I
God.
just told you. And they're like, he has scratches on his body.
Mhm.
And I
Mhm.
looked at him and I said, scratches. I said, you haven't even looked at me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is happening? And I turned back to my daughter and I'm like, call Uncle Adam, call my brother, call Uncle
Mhm.
Adam. He'll know what to do. And she's just crying. And I'm like, this is not fucking happening. And I get in the cop car and I'm like,
Yeah.
are you kidding me? Well, now adrenaline is leaving
Yeah.
and pain is setting in. And I'm realizing
Mhm.
how fucked up I am. And I'm sitting there and I look at him. I'm like, you didn't even look at me. And he looks down at me and he grabs out his cell phone in the dark cop car. And he's like, where do you think you're hurt?
Oh my God.
And I'm like, everywhere. And I look down at my hands and now like the bruises are starting to show on my wrist. I didn't know where else the fuck I was hurt. You know, I'm like, my elbow hurts. I like this hurts. I'm like, look at my knee. My knees were
Your
so
face,
my face was fucked up.
your ass.
They didn't
Your
see
ass
that.
cheek was, yeah, of course you can't show me your ass. But what blows my mind is like, what was he even getting scratched from? You have short nails. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's fucking bullshit. Like anything that he probably even had scratched on his body was probably from entanglements of shit
Defensive wounds.
he was
Yes.
causing or in passing. Because even then, how the fuck?
Yes. It's like
I would be like,
murderers.
I'd be like, look at my fucking nails. It's not like they're like Jen's,
I think I did. I think I even at one point I was like, what did he get scratched with? I don't have her do nails.
Yeah.
And it's like people that murder people and they have scratches on them. And then they go
Yeah.
and check the murder victim and they have blood and tissue and stuff under their nails.
the nails, right? Like, yeah, yeah. Oh
That's
my
what it
God.
reminded
Yeah.
me of. And
I digress, but
Right.
yeah, because
So I'm in the back of a fucking cop car now. And
Yeah.
he's being a dick, this cop. And I just sat quiet because I'm like, don't get yourself in trouble.
Yeah.
Drives me to the police station. I don't have my fucking phone. They might have gotten my phone. They did. At some
You
point, I
did get
did
your
get my
phone
phone.
because, yeah.
Because that's the only way I got phone numbers. And I
Yeah.
get there and they walk me in and I'll never forget like the smell. And it's all men, all fucking men. And I walk in there and I'm just like, and they're looking at me and everyone fucking looked at me and knew what happened. It's
Yeah.
like everyone knew I had no business being there.
Right.
And they're asking me all these questions. And I'm just like shaking and I'm fucking cold now.
Yeah.
And this woman comes out and she's like, I'm going to get you something. And then I end up like getting asked all these questions and fucking fingerprinted and booked. I was under arrest They put me in
Yeah.
this tiny ass cell and they're like, you get 3 phone calls.
This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace.
Last year, I went through many different life changes. I needed to take a pause and examine how I was feeling in the inside to better show up for the ones who need me to be my best version of myself.
When you're navigating life's changes, Talkspace can help. Talkspace is the #1 rated online therapy, bringing you professional support from licensed therapists and psychiatry providers that you can access anytime, anywhere.
Living a busy life, navigating a long-distance relationship, becoming a first-step father, Talkspace made all of those journeys possible. I could speak with my therapist in the office. I could speak with my therapist in the comfort of my home. I was never alone.
Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance, no problem. Now get $80 off your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.
Most people don't realize how much their personal information is being bought and sold every day. Data brokers are making billions, pulling details about you from public records and the internet, and then packaging and selling it, usually without your consent. That's how your information lands in the hands of scammers, spammers, even stalkers. It's why you get endless robocalls and why ads seem to follow you everywhere. That's where Aura comes in. Aura actively removes your data from broker sites and keeps it off. They also instantly alert you if your information shows up in a breach or on the dark web. But Aura goes beyond data protection. With one app, you get a VPN, antivirus, password manager, spam call protection, dark web monitoring, and even up to $5 million in identity theft insurance. All backed by 24/7 US-based fraud support. Other companies might sell just credit monitoring or just a VPN. Aura gives you all of it, together, at the same price competitors charge for just one service. Start your free trial today at aura.com/remove. Protect yourself now at aura.com/remove.
Calls. You know, like, who do you want to call? Jen, I didn't know anyone. My brain could only register you. Like, the last person I talked to. And I'm like, I don't know any phone numbers.
Because nobody knew you were there.
No.
Yeah.
No one knew I was there but you and my daughter. And I had, like, my brain would not work. And I know fucking, like, 3 lawyers that I could have called.
Yeah.
And I didn't know anyone. And I knew I called you.
Yep.
I knew you. And I just tried thinking of, like, other numbers on my phone. And I grabbed my brother's, like, I don't know. And my daughter's. I didn't know my daughter's number.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy how we just don't even think?
And you get like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. So as soon as I could in my tiny little cell, and I started dialing numbers, and I finally got through to my brother, and I was like, Adam, it's me. It's like, you beat the fucking shit out of me. They arrested me. I'm here. And he's like, just stop talking. Don't say anything else. Everything's taken care of.
He's a
Save your
cop
minutes.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, save your minutes. I'm figuring it out. Don't talk. Don't worry. We're going to bail you out.
Yeah.
Just stay there. I'm taking care of it. And he just hung up.
Yeah.
And then I finally got a hold of my daughter, and she's like, I'm out here. I don't know what to do. I got a hold of Adam. And I'm like, it's fine. We're getting it under control. We're taking care of it. And then this woman came out, and she opened the door, and she just looked at me, and she brought me a shirt. And she was like, you don't even have to say anything.
Yeah.
And she couldn't say anything to me. You know, you can't mess with that. And she just looked at me, and she's like, I already know what happened. And she's like, just be lucky that you're alive.
Yeah. Honestly, if your daughter wouldn't have been there.
What would have happened if I would have just said, I'm going to Uber back?
Yeah, because I feel like when you called 911, he went on defense to play his game and called security. But I also feel like he did security because your daughter was there. He had to start playing that part. That psycho fucking part of his brain was like, I'm going to somehow flip this on her. And if she hadn't have been there, I don't think we'd be having this conversation right now.
I don't think so either. He went black.
I think he was so fucking enraged and so far gone that I think he would have fucking killed you.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
it's just like, thank God you didn't do the Uber thing.
Yeah.
And thank God you were able to find your phone and dial 911, because then he knew, that door was closing for him to do whatever he was doing. But it's just like, what even fucking went through this person's head? And I know it's a stupid question to fucking ask, because we'll never understand what goes through somebody's head like that. You guys have been together for like a year
Almost.
at that point.
Yeah.
It's like this man who said he loved you, who wanted this future with you, all
Yep.
these things could do that to you.
Yep.
And no, no, thank God that they were there. And the boyfriend too, because who fucking knows if he would have drugged your daughter into that somehow.
Who knows? Yeah.
It was a terrible fucking situation, but it could have been
Yes.
so much fucking worse. And
Yes.
thank God that it wasn't. And I just remember, before we move forward with the gel thing and that part of the story, and just give you a breather, I remember, and this is what's really fucked up, you guys, is that with my history of dating a narcissist and being in a relationship with a narcissist, being married to one, a diagnosed, sociopathic narcissist, I know the roller coaster that they take you on emotionally, and the push and pull and the push and pull and the push and pull. And I remember thinking in my mind that Melissa's going to go over there and she's going to have this conversation with him, and he's going to suck her back in.
Yeah. Yeah.
In my mind, I remember waiting. I remember waiting for like an hour, hour and a half. It was like 11 o'clock or something here. And, 11:30, which is way past my bedtime, guys. But I remember staying awake. Like, I had my phone on, I had my ringer on, and I was just waiting to hear that she was okay. And because of the history of mine and the history of you with him, where you would fight with him. I remember times you would text me and fight with him, and then you'd disappear. And I was thinking, I never in a million years thought that was what was happening.
Right.
Because if I would have thought that, I would have said, Melissa, I think that you need to have a police officer on the scene when you get there.
Oh, sure.
To
Yeah,
keep the peace. Like, we could go back and change a million different scenarios in this. And you guys, don't ever trust somebody in this situation. If it's a even remotely volatile, emotional situation, you may feel like you're being over the top, overboard, but just fucking call the police and say, I'm going to my ex's house. We're exchanging things. Can you please meet me there? They will. They'll keep the peace. They'll say, you've got 5 minutes. They'll stay on, scene. They'll be there, and they'll make sure that nothing goes fucking crazy. Like, don't ever feel like you're being overly cautious, because I feel like you can't, because you truly don't fucking know what somebody's thinking or what they're going to do.
No. And when they think that their world is falling apart and they have nothing to lose because they're losing everything, because he knew he was losing me. And that's.
At that point he had nothing to lose. So he just went fucking ape shit. And it was so crazy. I ended up falling asleep thinking they're getting back together. They're working things out. She's probably fucking him right now, because that's what they do. They drag you in. It's that trauma bond. It's that push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. And then I woke up at some point in the middle of the night, and you had called me, and I had that call from the county
police
jail.
Department or county jail.
This is LA County Jail. And I want to say, because I think people need to know the timeline of this, I want to say that you called me somewhere at like 3 a.m. my time, 4 a.m. I mean, this was hours.
Yeah.
This wasn't, you went there, you got arrested, you went to jail, you were bailed out. Like, this was like what? Like a 5-6 hour span of time.
Yeah. Like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
And I'm sure people are wondering too, like, how in the world, why in the world did you get arrested? Like, how does this even make sense?
Yeah.
Because, and this is why we had Patrick Odell, what was his last name? On, and
Oh. Mm-hmm.
he was
Yeah.
talking about it several episodes ago, so go back and listen to it.
Odell.
But Odell,
Yeah.
yes, Patrick
Yeah.
Odell.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about like the right things to say. This is why, you guys, I had him on. I said all the wrong
Yes.
things. I didn't say I was fear for my life. I didn't say anything about the 911 because remember, this is what's really fucked up. That 911 operator should have been communicating everything to the police on their way. Hey,
Oh,
victim's
yeah.
screaming. She's on the ground. There's yelling. He's on top of her. Cause I kept saying, let go of me. Don't hurt. Like, you're hurting
Right.
me. Like, she heard everything. That woman is probably
Mm-hmm.
fucking traumatized. And that should have been relayed to the cops so they knew exactly what they were coming into.
Yeah.
Why wasn't that?
Yeah.
I want copy of the 911 tapes and I can't get it because I am the perpetrator.
That's
Like,
fucking unbelievable. And what's
so
such bullshit, but that's why he kept playing that part though, too. He was sick enough in his fucking head to be sitting there playing the part of, get off of me. Don't do that. Get out of my fucking house.
Mhm.
He was, oof, my ex-husband did that shit. That's so fucking triggering. He did that same exact shit. Like, he never did this. He never assaulted me. His is all fucking emotional. But he would play those fucking parts.
Yeah. Well, and he was
You
like, I'm
know,
not getting arrested. He knew that
yeah.
like right away. And in the state of California, when there is a domestic violence call, someone is going to jail. Someone.
Why wasn't that both people fucking going to jail? Like, here
Right?
in Utah, if there was marks on both people would have been arrested. That would have went to court. There would have been a fucking hearing, and they would have decided at that point who was this. But you are automatically deemed
Yes.
the fucking person that went after him, and he was the fucking victim.
Well, it's because I said I was okay. I didn't
Yeah.
say enough or in detail enough or whatever that he physically hurt me. And they didn't even physically look at me. No one saw the signs of trauma. No one saw the signs of, or not trauma, me being in shock. No one like looked and was like, clearly she's not even like, you know, and no one like took my arms. No one looked at me because I was like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
By the time they looked at me, it was too late. They already put me under arrest. I was already in handcuffs. And then they looked at me.
Yeah.
And then he was in there saying, she attacked me. Look, I have scratches on my hands.
Yeah.
And since he had physical marks and said she attacked me, I was the one that was arrested. Make fucking sense. I have had thoughts of going after the police department.
Yes.
I have, trust me, I've gone back and forth with all of this. I think there was just a lot of training happening that night. I think it was very young cops and then one senior person. And when you're training, you got to fucking let them do what they do. You're just there to supervise. And I think that's what happened. There was a lot of really fucked up things. Like, they didn't even get my statement and ask me what happened till I was already in a cell.
Well, and the other thing, too, is it's not just going after the cops. It's like, how the fuck did you let him get away with everything? Great, cool. Let's take Melissa to fucking jail. He's got scratches.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you not, after the fact, say she has bruises from literal head to fucking toe? And now the shock's wearing off. This is what happened to her. Why the fuck couldn't they go and arrest him after the fact?
They could have. I would have had to have pressed charges. And trust me,
you didn't.
I went back and forth with that. Well, the next day, I spent the whole day. My brother was like, you need to get a fucking lawyer immediately. And you need to go to the hospital the next day.
And you were taking pictures. Yeah, so you got bailed out.
And he said, take pictures right when you get home. And it was like 5:30 in the morning. We hadn't slept. And I started taking off all of my clothes. And I was covered. And, you know, did I think to pull down my pants for the police to see my entire,
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
No.
My entire arm, my elbows, my face. I mean, did no one look at me because my nose was fucked up?
Yeah. She had bruise across the bridge of her nose, the side, her entire fucking ass cheek.
It was
a bruise.
Huge.
Yeah.
And
elbows, knees, everything, you guys. She was literally bruised top to fucking bottom.
And here's a really fucked up part of it too. At the emergency room when I went, because I did get a lawyer first thing in the
Yep.
morning, I started calling. I got one, and he's like, "You need to go. You're doing everything right. You take pictures and everything." And he's like, "I'll start working on like this end of things." The whole lawyer thing was a nightmare thing too, but that's neither here nor
Yeah.
there. Um,
Yeah. He was a
when
bit
I
of a
went there,
joke.
he's like, "You can't say anything though." And I'm like,
Hmm.
"What do you mean?" And he's like, "You're the attacker. You're not the victim." He's like, "So when you go there," he's like, "you can say that you were attacked and like that, this is domestic violence and this is what happened and blah, blah, blah." He's like, "You
Yeah.
can say that. They need to know how this happened. But as soon as you say that, they're going to call the cops. Every domestic violence call, when they come into an ER, urgent care, hospital, anywhere, they have to call the cops." And he's like, "You can't say anything. It will be used against you." Are you
The
fucking
fuck?
kidding me?
No.
So sure as shit, the cops came. And luckily my friend took me. I was in
Yeah.
no shape to drive or do anything. I couldn't even fill out the fucking forms. I just shook for like 3 days straight.
And speaking
And
of driving, like, so you had the car still, but no title now because he kept the title, the unsigned title.
yeah,
Didn't you end up back with the truck?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we drove home that night
Yeah.
from
That's right.
jail. We ended
Yeah.
up,
So your daughter took the truck,
she
and
said,
then yeah,
I don't even
that's right.
know her side. She got the key, she got the truck, and then that's what she drove me home in. And
Right.
but yeah, at the hospital, I couldn't tell him what happened. And he came, cop came, and I was like, "Look, you can clearly see what happened to me, and I can't tell you what happened." So
Yeah.
I couldn't even, and the lawyer said, say nothing, say nothing. And my friend just
It's
kept saying,
insane.
we can't talk, because anything would have been said could have been used against me because I was the one that was arrested.
Because there was already an open case that they
I
deemed
was
you
the
were the
attacker.
fucking wow.
And the cop that
Unbelievable.
came, he looked at me and he was catching on to what I was saying, but he was like, he turned off his camera. He's like, "This is off the record, like you could talk." And I'm like, "No, I'm not fucking talking to you. Are you kidding me? This
Like,
can
I trust
all,
anybody that's a police
yeah,
officer right now that's not my family.
like I fucking trust you. Sure,
Yeah.
but." And then he just
Right.
ended up had to leave, and he was just like, "She won't talk to me." So, um, after that, I went home, and the next day, it might even been that day, I don't even know what fucking days it is, I got a text from him, and he's like,
Yeah.
he said something so like, "I can't believe this all happened," or like,
Yeah.
none of this feels right," I think is what he said.
Yeah, that's what he said. That's right. That's right.
Um,
None of this feels right. Like, he's just trying to be like, all, oh my
yeah.
gosh, I'm so remorseful.
And my brother, my lawyer, they're all like, "Don't engage," and, um I don't know, there's so many other parts to this story, but long story short, and I didn't engage back, and that just made him even more mad. The next day I got a text and he said, um, "I'm coming to get the car. That's my car.
Yeah.
I'm coming to fucking get it." So
Mm.
clearly there was no remorse. It wasn't like, "Hey, can we talk?" Like, "Hey, I'm going to sign this. I just want you to be okay. Like, I know you fucking got to," like, nothing. It was like, "Nope, I'm going to fucking come get what's mine." And I'm like, "You can't, I gave you money for that
Unbelievable.
car. I bought it."
Yeah.
So long story short with that, I fucking, he
Well,
comes, he says
well,
he's going to,
because I remember you took away his access to be able to get into your residential neighborhood.
yeah, yeah,
And because you were like, no, I don't want him to come get the car, because you were trying to buy yourself time to be able to work this out in court,
figure it
to,
out, something.
yeah, exactly. And just like, holy shit, he's going to come and take the fucking car.
Hmm.
But he ended up calling the fucking police
He said he
and
was
getting
coming. Yeah.
to get his property. And he played the whole fucking system. This guy played the system. And I'm sorry, Melissa, because again, I'm not putting any blame on you as the victim, but this guy, this is not his first fucking rodeo. There's no fucking way that you are the first woman that he did this to.
Yeah.
Because that man was like, he fucking had it all mapped out. He knew everything to say. He knew everything to do.
Yeah.
He knew who fucking does that, number one,
Well,
but who knows how to do that?
I know he's immediately started calling his friends and talking to people because his verbiage in his text to me was very like, this came from a lawyer, or this came from like
Very legal. Yeah.
yeah, someone in the legal field. And he said he was coming with a police officer to keep the peace, and he'll be retrieving the vehicle. And since that car and title was in his name, I had no ground to stand on. And I was talking with my brother and going back and forth, and they were like, look, I mean, you can fight this. The only way you can fight it is in civil court.
Yep.
So, okay, I'm going to have this car sit in my garage for months until this is handled in civil court. And then I have to see him again and do all this. And he's like,
Yeah.
or you have to decide when they show up at your house, you have to decide if this is a hill you're going to die on or not. And I was like,
what
I got
is
all
this
my
worth
proof.
it?
I gathered all the proof of payments of insurance to him, money transferred to him, everything that I possibly could. The cop came in. He took one look at me and was like, what the fuck? And I looked at him and I was like, I can't tell you what happened, but I am scared of the man out in the road right now, and he's not allowed on my property at all. And I'm like, I am scared for my life right now. And he just like looked at me, and I was like, this is my car. I paid for it. Here's all the proof. I paid for this car, and he never signed the title over. That's why I had the title. And now he thinks he's coming to get it. And he looks at me, and my brother the whole time was like, the cop can't do anything. The cop should take one look at this and be like, this is odd. This is,
it's civil. I'm walking
this
the
is
fuck
civil.
away from
Yeah. You guys
you
fucking
have
figure
no
this out.
warrant. You have no proof of fucking anything.
Yep.
The car is on your private property. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I remember having this conversation with you before they got there saying, Melissa, there's no way they can fucking take the car.
Yeah. I
There's
even
no
had
way
my
legally.
brother on FaceTime, and the cop was like, I can't talk to you. And he's like, no, dude, hey, come on. Like, he's like, I am with whatever, this is what I do, like whatever. And he's like, he's like, I'm going to go talk to him. He goes outside. He talks to him. He comes back in, and he said that you paid that car off for him so he could get a different car.
Fucking God.
So look, you got two choices. And he's like, I can already tell what kind of guy I'm dealing with right now. And I'm like, oh, I bet you can. He goes, look, we can leave this. He's like, but I can tell you right now, he's going to report it stolen. And it's in your garage. And then I could get fucking arrested for having a stolen vehicle.
Right.
And at this point, I'm like,
yeah, and that car
me?
too. He had the app that ran that car.
Yep.
He managed the app on that car. Like, he could have fucked with you so hard.
He could have shut off all access.
Yep, exactly.
Tracked
so I mean,
me.
you were fucked.
Yep.
You were fucked. You were just fucked. That's it.
So I had to let it go.
Give him the car.
I had to fucking just get my stuff out. My daughter and my friend got everything out of that car that I had paid for, and I had to let it go. And what's funny, I don't know why this bothers me, but someone had to drive him here to my house. And they just got in. My guard didn't protect me at all. He was on a warning list. He was not to be entered in. He just went in, was like, hey, buddy, don't have my card or don't have whatever. Just fucking came in.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
And someone had to drive him there. And I'm like, who the fuck did you tell this story to that they were like, yeah, man, I'll drive you to go get the car from that bitch,
Yeah.
And they dropped him off and took off, and he drove my car.
Yeah.
How in the world did you convince others of this? And later I found out he did say, like, he's like, no, you bought that car. He's like, you paid that car off for me so I could get the other car. That was the deal. You were going to pay it off. And I'm like, hold on. You mean to tell me that I sold my car to help you buy a car
so that
I don't have a car?
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I was your sugar mama. I was your sugar mama. I'm just buying you fucking cars. I'm just like paying off your car. And you were just letting me drive it. Okay.
Yeah. So they took my car. So not only did he beat the shit out of me, got me fucking arrested, he stole my car. I've lost thousands of dollars of the car.
Tens of thousands of dollars between
the
attorney,
lawyer, the bail.
The car. And it's not even just what this fucking person did to you.
The fucking therapy, just the trauma. Like, I couldn't go to the gym.
Yeah, you changed gyms.
No, I didn't change gyms. I stayed.
Oh, okay.
but
I thought
just
that's when you changed it, but it's like, yeah, you've thought
he
that
had a
you've
gym
seen him a
membership there.
couple times.
I thought I
Yeah.
saw him.
Yeah.
My safe place became not my safe place anymore.
Mhm.
Not even to mention I couldn't physically curl. I tried everything to fix that. I couldn't use my butt cheek, my leg, my brain. I forgot to pick up my kids. I forgot to feed my dogs. I
You're
couldn't.
driving that piece of shit fucking truck.
Yeah. And then I had to drive my attacker's truck for several weeks till I could figure out how to get another car.
Yep.
I'm still paying for all of this in so many ways. I don't just mean like financially. I'm just like, I'm
Right.
still paying for it, but it also has taught me so many lessons. And I just want, anyone listening to this to know, look for the signs. Don't
Mhm.
go back. And there could have been times where I could have went back, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
think God, universe, I've gone through this in therapy and I think I needed every single one of those things to happen to me. I needed to get the shit physically kicked out of me. Like, not need, but like it had to be part of my puzzle to not go back. And if that didn't do it,
Yeah.
that fucker lets you get arrested. He didn't
Oh,
come
yeah.
out and say anything. And my brother just kept saying, what fucking man lets a woman get arrested? Like for that, like
Mhm.
what fucking, that's not a man. And
Well,
then,
what's such a fucking pussy too, just playing the fucking victim like that? Like,
exactly,
what? Yeah, I mean,
exactly.
just
Who
how
does that?
fucking pathetic are you?
And
Like,
then,
little fucking small man.
yep. And
So
then
gross.
if those weren't enough for me, the universe is like, we're gonna
Here,
have
we're
this
gonna take the
fucker
car.
come back and steal your car.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
there
it
was
was like,
no fucking forgiving
no, no,
any of those fucking things
none, none.
singularly. But then you put all of the three together, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, fucking absolutely not. But he still kept fucking coming around.
Oh, they always come back.
Yeah, I'm the one
Wait,
that taught you that. You didn't believe it, but
just wait.
you're fucking, yeah.
Megan
He,
Maroney has a song 6 months later, and it's
yep.
sure as shit.
He still fucking pops up. And for
Yeah.
people that are wondering, like, well, why the fuck is he got access to her, right? Like, why the fuck does this guy have access to her phone to still be able to text her? I'm
Mhm.
telling you again, this is another thing. If you don't fucking know, like, if you've never been in
Yeah.
this, there is the craziest amount of panic that fucking happens when our attacker cannot get a hold of us and we're sitting there thinking, are they going to show up outside our fucking door? Are they going to show up at the fucking gym? It's almost like you have to leave the door open just a fucking crack so that you know where they're at
Yeah,
mentally.
you kinda have an understanding of they're
Yeah.
crazy. Like, oh, okay, they're fucking pissed at me. Like they're not coming
Yep.
around, or they're like,
Or they're trying to be
ooh, yeah,
nice.
they're trying to
Yeah.
smooch, and like I need
Or
to be
they're
on alert.
leaving me alone. They're leaving me alone. I'm not
Yep.
hearing anything from them. You know, like there's sometimes where you have to leave that door open just enough so that you know where the fuck they are at that
Yeah.
day
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
gauge your safety.
But again,
Because they will show up at your fucking house. They will show up at the gym. They will do all those things. But he's finally fucking left you alone. Like,
yeah.
it seems like now for the last couple months, ever
Yeah.
since, the last
Yeah,
fucking text.
it's
But
been a while now, and it's just
you
been
would say things to him and be like, you took my car.
yes.
You did confront him at
Oh,
times.
yes.
I remember that.
Yep.
Like, are you serious right now? You
Yes.
had me arrested. You beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
You stole my fucking car. And each time, what would he say to you?
Oh, well, it was the whole, "I didn't do that, you did that to yourself," and I
Yep.
was like, "Let me show you the bruises." I didn't, but,
Yeah.
he said that they with, like, the whole arresting thing, he's like, "There's nothing I could do, and you did scratch me, you did attack me." It was just all, like, trying to justify it.
Gaslighting the
Yes,
fuck out of
yeah, and, he's like, "That is my car," and I'm like, "How the fuck do you take the how are you even, like, making that right in your head?" I don't fucking know, but
you. Yeah.
it's always an excuse, and then that's when I would block him, um,
Yeah.
and I would get my space, and it's such a fucking weird web, and I am so grateful for what happened because I have learned so much about it and about myself, and I know if I hadn't talked about it, if I hadn't gotten the therapy, like, very easily I could have gone back even after all of those 3 things. It's
Yep.
just a fucking mind trip. Um,
They
th th
have the
there's
craziest
I
ways
wouldn't have, but
sucking you back in, though.
yeah.
Even if it's just hooking back up, even if it's just meeting them somewhere. It's like there's all these little things that they fucking do to manipulate your brain.
Yeah.
And it's so hard. It's so
Yeah.
hard to break away, but you did.
I
You
did.
fucking
And
did.
most women go back, and I was like, I'm not going to fucking do it. And
Mhm.
now I just hope that this situation and me sharing and getting it out there can release like shame and guilt for other women. Like, it fucking happened to me. It could happen to you. And
Mhm.
now that you've heard this, maybe it won't happen to you. Now, maybe you
Yep.
can learn from my story, learn what happened, see warning signs, get out, don't go back.
Yeah.
That would have happened again and again and again had I not, and I just want, as hard as this is to share and to talk about and to relive, I think I just want to end with this and just let people know to like always talk, always share. And if you feel that there are things you're like, well, I just don't want anyone, I don't want to tell anyone because I don't want them to think he's a dick or she's a bitch or like
Exactly.
this is toxic, like really question that, because then that's something that you should not be keeping to yourself then. Uh,
No.
and that person shouldn't be behaving in a way anyways that would make someone think that they're an asshole. Now, we're all not perfect. I get it. We all do fuck up, but like deeper than that, really deeper than that of like,
Yeah.
what is going on here?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I'm going
Why
to
do
go
I want to
sage
hide this?
myself. I'm done talking.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think the next
No.
time we come on, I think we should pick up from here, Jen, in like our next episode, go through things. And I know we'll get DMs on this and emails and questions, and we'll probably go through all those.
Yeah.
So if you guys do want to say anything or do have questions, email us. It's melissavogel@gmail.com or DM me, DM Jen, and we'll probably go through a lot of things later too.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, this is something now that the story is out there. Now we can highlight it in different things when different topics come up
I know.
and things like that. And it won't have to be so like hush hush or,
I know.
like, wait, we need to tell the whole story so you get the whole big picture.
Yep. Yep. I
So
agree. Thanks for listening, guys. Jen, thanks for reliving it with me and walking through. Um,
absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
I hope this helps someone. I hope this can help someone heal and save them from abuse or worse.
Yeah.
So,
And I'm proud of you. I've been telling you, and this
oh,
is hard, but it's good. No, I am. I'm very proud of you.
yeah. All right, everyone. Well, stay safe, stay healthy. Until next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, so we just ended this episode, and I know we kind of end, and there is a lot, like I said in the beginning of this episode, that still wasn't shared. There are a lot of missing pieces to the story. That was missed. And I think it's a lot of because my brain was just trying to get everything out. Um, but one of the first things that I was realizing that I didn't say at the end, and like really is important to know, is that all charges against me were dropped, were never even filed. Like the next day, everything was dismissed. The DA took one look at the pictures that we submitted as evidence and was like, what the fuck? And everything was dismissed. So, no, I was not charged with anything, but we were looking at felony domestic violence charges. Like that's how serious it got and how ridiculous this was. But like it all came on me because I didn't know what to say. And because, um, I stood there and was like, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine when I wasn't fine. So I wanted to come back on here and let you know again that we're going to have a part 3. So tune in next week. We're going to have a part 3 to this story, and we're going to answer all of the questions that are coming in. We're already getting a ton of questions that are coming in. Um, we're going to kind of fill in the gaps with things and just kind of reiterate some of the important parts. But I want to make sure I come on here and let you know that there is another one coming out. Again, this was just a lot to get out. It was a lot of information and we're getting a lot of questions on it. So I just want to make sure we address each and every single one of them. And give you a place to ask questions, so write into the show. It's melissavogel@gmail.com, or DM me at It's Melissa Vogel on Instagram, Facebook. I'm on there all the time, and that's where we're getting a lot of the messages at. So ask away. I'm here to help and here to learn. So I hope everyone took something away. I'm not going to say I hope you enjoyed the show because I know it's kind of a little bit different, but stay tuned for part 3 that's coming out next week on the Bomb Life podcast. All right, everyone, stay safe, stay healthy. Until next time. The Bomb Life podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only. The content shared here is not intended as medical, legal, or professional advice. Always consult with a qualified professional before making any health, fitness, financial, or legal decisions. The opinions shared on this podcast are personal experiences and insights. So if you need expert guidance, go find the right professional for you. Thanks for listening.
Most people don't realize how much their personal information is being bought and sold every day. Data brokers are making billions, pulling details about you from public records and the internet, and then packaging and selling it, usually without your consent. That's how your information lands in the hands of scammers, spammers, even stalkers. It's why you get endless robocalls and why ads seem to follow you everywhere. That's where Aura comes in. Aura actively removes your data from broker sites and keeps it off. They also instantly alert you if your information shows up in a breach or on the dark web. But Aura goes beyond data protection. With one app, you get a VPN, antivirus, password manager, spam call protection, dark web monitoring, and even up to $5 million in identity theft insurance, all backed by 24/7 US-based fraud support. Other companies might sell just credit monitoring or just a VPN. Aura gives you all of it, together, at the same price competitors charge for just one service. Start your free trial today at aura.com/remove. Protect yourself now at aura.com/remove.